Oh, What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, joined today with my co-host, Kelsey and JoJo.
Hey, everybody.
I'm here.
So
You were excited about something. What are we talking about today?
well, I've got a couple things. So first off, I'm really excited because I'm going back through and watching. I know you guys aren't into horror films, but I'm watching I keep getting them mixed up. Not The Haunting in Connecticut, the Conjuring series. I actually didn't know how many movies were in that series. So it's like all the Annabelle movies, the Nun movie, there's some Curse movie that's in there, all the Conjuring movies, and they got a new one coming out on June, which is supposed to be like fucking amazing. So I'm super pumped for that. It's like 3, 6, 7, 8 to 9-ish movies long is this whole fucking horror series that they've built and just kind of added all together. That was pretty cool. But we got fucking...
Now, are they all interrelated, or are they all
Yes.
standalone, just existing in the same universe?
Have you heard the story? Because these are real people. Have you heard the stories about the Warrens? Do you know who they are?
No.
So
Not a
the
clue.
Warrens are very big in the paranormal community, and me myself, I like that community, so I watch a lot of paranormal shit and all that fun stuff. I'm just a big Halloween and October fan. I love it. It's great, fantastic. Anyways, so the Warrens actually did like paranormal hunting and stuff in their earlier years, and then famous stories were made about them and their findings and stuff like that. The tell of the doll Annabelle is an actual doll. Like, it is real. It exists. Like, the doll is real. And it's in their museum, and it's supposed to be this haunted doll. Like, you can look up pictures of it, everything else. Like, I mean, they've actually had a lot of weird shit. It got taken from an actual house where there was a shit ton of murders. It's said to have a demonic possession from a little girl who died an untimely death. Like, I mean, once again, depends on what you believe in. Considered a true story. Even the movies say based off a true story. But once again, the Annabelle doll is real. Their museum is real. Like, it's all real. Like, it's not like some huge museum where they like make money. It's just all the stuff that they've found over the time as far as what they consider to be cursed possessions or demonically possessed stuff. They have it all locked up in this room, and people can come and tour it, whatever you want to do. Well, the movie The Conjuring is based off of some of their tales that they never actually published. Some of the more darker stuff that like really fucked with them whenever they were younger, and now they're older and getting close to, that time, they're kind of releasing these stories a little bit, So The Conjuring was the first one. And then they decided they wanted to make an Annabelle movie about the actual doll itself. They used a different doll in the movie than what the actual doll is in real life.
Yeah, the actual doll looks adorable and like
Right.
a doll I think I had when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's like a Raggedy Ann doll almost. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly. So, they and that's how it started. So in The Conjuring, whenever you move to the second movie, you actually see this demonic possession, or this demonic entity that likes to form itself as a nun a lot. Like, that's the what it chooses to use as like its form, if you will. And so they ended up turning that into its own movie called The Nun, gave it its own backstory. Obviously, that's all, once again, depending on what you believe, but that one's all made up shit. It's not based on any kind of story from the Warrens. The Conjuring is. All three of those movies are based on actual stories from the Warrens of shit that they've actually done. The Annabelle doll is the telling of the story of how the doll was created. So once again, depending on if you believe the Annabelle is actually cursed, based on a true story. If you don't, it's not, whatever. But yeah, so I believe it goes The Nun first, even though that was the latest movie that came out. It goes The Nun, then The Conjuring, The Nun, The Creation of Annabelle, The Conjuring, Annabelle Comes Home, The Curse movie, which I haven't even watched yet. I didn't even know was part of it. And then The Conjuring 2. And then, like I said, we get The Conjuring 3, and there's supposed to be another Nun movie that hasn't been announced yet. So I didn't know this is like this whole universe, but the Warrens are like somewhat throughout, for sure in Annabelle, obviously, because they have the doll now. But The Conjuring, they're in there throughout the whole series. And they actually got like two real famous actor and actress to play the Warrens, which I like them a lot, and other stuff that I've seen them in. And then because the chick that plays Miss Warren is the chick that played, I don't know if you ever watched it, but the Bates Motel. She played Norman's mom in that. I'm trying to think what else. She's been in a lot of shit. And then the guy was actually, oh my God, now I can't remember the name of the fucking hero in Watchmen, the fucking dude that dressed up as an owl. What was his
Night
name?
Owl.
Night Owl. Was it Night Owl? Yeah. So he played Night Owl, and he's been in a couple other things too. I like him a lot.
Oh, wait, in the Watchmen. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the movie. Was it Night Owl?
I know his name. I can't think of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Ed Gein the guy that Norman Bates was based off of?
I believe so.
Catch Wilson. Sorry.
Yeah. Ed Gein. Yeah,
Gein.
Yeah, he's out of Wisconsin. Neat story. And by neat, I mean not great. No, cannibalism. Not super awesome.
Well, now, I believe there's a couple different horror stories that have been based off that guy that have taken their own, because I know the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like its own spin-off, but it's basically inspiration from the shit that happened with him.
Yeah,
and then that was also Silence of the Lambs too, right? Was all based off him as well? Loosely?
I don't know the Silence of the Lambs stuff. I just know that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is because Ed Gein, I believe, killed 8 people, and then the big detail that a lot of people run with because it's very fantastical is that he sewed their skin into clothing that he then wore.
Yeah, that would be Silence of the Lambs too. That's the same thing that Buffalo Bill did in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the whole, it puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again?
Yeah. Basically, in the movie, Buffalo Bill would have them in that well, and to keep their skin nice and hydrated, he would put the lotion down there for them to keep themselves hydrated so the skin didn't get all fucked up whenever he went to go kill them, and then, turn them into his new sweater. So. And
then did Hannibal, I'm sorry, I feel like I've seen just a bit of this particular movie, and I didn't realize it. Did Hannibal, break out of his cell and go kill this guy? Is that how that worked?
Kill what guy?
Kill Buffalo Bill.
I don't think those two ever crossed each other.
Huh.
I'm not sure about that. It's been a long time since I've seen Silence of the Lambs, or even Hannibal Lecter at that point.
Because I seem to remember, I remember him being like, "Are you a size 14?" as she's helping him with the thing, and then clubbing her, which was actually a Ted Bundy thing to do. To get help and then attack women. So I think they pulled from multiple serial killers. Also, they only pulled from the white serial killers, which is really interesting because black serial killers actually have a totally different modus operandi, but we never talk about them. Super interesting. But I saw that, but I also saw a bunch of interviews between, I think, Clarice and Hannibal. Is that the same movie?
So I think in that movie the plot is she has to consult Hannibal to try to track this guy down because he's a crazy serial killer kind of guy. So he must
understand.
It's not unlike the role Zemo plays in The Winter Soldier, where or not the Winter, the TV show, where it's you gotta get the bad guy to tell you how to find a bad guy because the bad guy gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both on the same wavelength.
Which is all of the tension in the TV show Hannibal, because he can understand how bad guys think, and so everybody's like, "Are you actually a bad guy?" And he's like, "I'm not killing and eating people," and they're like, "But are you? Because we'll get ya." That's a dark-ass show. If you want a dark-ass show, go watch that. I wouldn't recommend it because it's a dark-ass show. And it's already kind of a dark time, so maybe you don't need a dark-ass show. Anyways, I'm totally getting off topic because I wanted to talk about real serial killers, which are things I actually know about. Please continue your conversation.
I was just going to point out that I really enjoyed the series The Conjuring due to the fact that they stray a lot away from your typical jump scares and stuff like that, which is what I really appreciate in the movie. It's one of those things where, for instance, I was actually just showing my girlfriend a scene from The Nun because we were sitting there talking about it, and it's she's walking down this dark corridor down in the fucking abbey and looking around and stuff. It's this old school castle looking fucking abbey, and she's looking around, and all of a sudden you hear these little footsteps off in the distance, and she looks down that way, doesn't see anything, and it's the camera pans back and you see the nun behind her, but you can't see the nun's face. And you're like, okay, cool, it's going to be a situation where she's going to move, she's going to hear something, she's going to turn around. And that's exactly what happens. But that's not where the scare happens. She turns around, she sees the nun, and she goes, excuse me, sister, and then like some out of literally left side of the field, something else fucking hits her up against the wall. So like it keeps you just guessing. Like they don't do the traditional jump scare. It's always something different. So I like that a lot because it's very easy to do the guesses. That was one of the things that I made fun of my girlfriend when we first got together. We were watching It because I love It, and that movie is not scary like in the slightest. Like it's just not. It's just really well done that I love the movie so much, but I don't think it's like actually scary to where they have like all these crazy scares. So
watching it when you were like 5, though, you don't get an opinion on this.
no, I'm talking about the new It. I'm not talking about the old It. I'm talking about the Bill Skarsgård.
Okay, I retract my statement.
No, I was terrified of the first one. Yeah, I did. Have I ever told that story on the podcast about like how bad that movie actually scared the piss out of me?
I think you've told the story. You've also repeatedly told the story of your grandmother forcing you to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. This one was actually my mom's fault. It was my mom's fault. My grandma was Freddy Krueger.
Oh.
Yeah, my grandma was Freddy Krueger. It was my mom. It's the scene in the original It where they have Eddie take a shower in the boys' locker room because like his mom's always like, you can't take a shower with the other boys. I don't want you getting germs that are done. The coach's like, if you sweat in PE, you come to PE class, you got to take a shower. Like it's part of the thing, which has always been a weird thing to me. But anyways, so you go he goes and takes a shower, and like it's all like pushing him towards the middle of the floor where that drain is. And then fucking It or Pennywise comes out of the drain. Like he literally fucking moves the ground and pops up out of the drain and shit like that. That shit terrified me as a kid. I was scared to take a shit because I thought Pennywise was going to come through the fucking toilet and get me. Every time I took a shower, I was on the far end just staring at the drain the entire time. That scene scared the shit out of me. Like big time. Like terrified the fuck. Because when a lot of people don't know this, when I was born, I'll see if I can't get some pictures from my mom too that I can post as well. When I was born, my entire nursery was clowns.
Fucking creep.
My mom,
creep. What the fuck?
My mom has a wooden clown chest that was originally my toy box when I was a kid. She still has that, and that clown on there looks so fucking creepy. So that way, whenever I actually watched It for the first time, that shit terrified the fuck out of me. Like, because I had been around clowns so much, and I was like, I'm kind of against them. And then I saw It, and I was like, oh, fuck this. No, done. Like, I'm done with clowns. They're done. I'm done. So whenever It 2 when the new It came out, I was like, I really want to watch it because 1, I want to face the fear that I have of clowns. And then 2, I even know that movie scared the shit out of me because I've seen so many horror films, and I guess I'm desensitized to it at this point. I don't fucking know. But because I've seen so many, I can appreciate how scary that movie was to me. And that's why it's so fucking high on my list of like, that movie was fucking amazing because it actually did fucking terrify the shit out of me. So whenever I watched the new one, I was super fucking happy. But I think Bill Skarsgård did a great job. I think him and Tim Curry did very good jobs of playing Pennywise 2 completely different ways. And both of them were phenomenal. So
I have a quick question. Everybody in our generation, in my opinion, is aware of the fact that clowns are freaky to some degree, or at least that's a general consensus among our generation. Like, clowns are creepy. But I think we were also of this really interesting point where our parents, when we were little, thought clowns were cool and fun and like fun for us and things like that. And I was listening to this really awesome podcast called You're Wrong About, which check out one day if you're into infotainment at all. It is very well researched, is very well presented, and those two were freaking amazing. But it talks about how American culture went from, hey, clowns are great to clowns are terrifying. And it goes through this whole like experience of serial killers being found and like having a history. It used to be a thing to do to dress up as a clown and go and interact with kids, and how like clowns were never ever ever meant to be an up close and personal interaction. They were always like, all of their exaggerated features were meant to be seen from a long ways away to try to like make it's kind of like kabuki theater. It's in Japan, where if you're going to see it from a great distance, then you really need a big expression and much bigger than most faces can do. And so if you just draw it on, it doesn't matter what the actor's doing other than just being present and doing like the over animated things with their arms. And so that's what they were meant to be seen from a great distance. And then when we tried to bring them into like, I want to see them, and it was up close, kids have always been terrified of clowns, but just this really, there's a 1,001 pieces of interesting facts about clowns, but our whole transition around clowns has to do with the discovery of serial killers and how prevalent they were, in addition to a little bit of the satanic panic, in addition to a whole bunch of other really cool, like, intertwining things that's very interesting and totally worth your time. But my favorite piece of information that I got from it is, the clown song, the one you would hear if you're gonna go to a carnival and you see a clown. Yeah, that the title of that song is, and I may not be saying this exactly, but it is very close to this. It is "Enter the Gladiators." It is this, yeah. It is this old historic song that human beings have been listening to for almost 2,000 years, because it actually was the song that gladiators came into the Colosseum with, but it was about a third as fast as we listened to it, so it was dun 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 dun, and it was way cooler, right? And then they sped it up and put it at a little bit higher higher octave as well, so it's now and so it was meant to be like, when clowns came out to this, it was meant to be this like, oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing, they're not gladiators but they're trying to be gladiators, like there's this irony there that has now been lost, because none of us are like, oh yeah, gladiators, ha ha ha. We're just like, right. Fuck, they're coming for our toenails, like, it's fear. Yeah. And just how we got there is really cool, because clowns like have their basis in professional heckling mourners back in Greece, because apparently a thing to do to help families move on from grief used to be hire what would be like the original clowns to come to the funeral and be like, you know what, that guy was a fucking dick anyway, he owed me $30 and you're a bitch for crying, you little wimp, like, and do that. And I'm like, this was a very different time, because apparently the whole point was to help people like get some levity to kind of like get out of their grief, and like it was your funeral / roast, so you'd kind of like view the world like the world's gonna move on. And I'm thinking of this and I'm like, if I'm at somebody's funeral that I care about and somebody starts roasting that person or me, they're getting decked hardcore, right in the face.
You're not grieving anymore at that point, so I mean, technically,
right.
I'm also in jail for assault, proven. So
I mean, technically, it's hey, the job comes with hazard pay. I mean, obviously, got to.
This isn't all the awesome details, but long story short, check out that podcast if you want to, because it'll change your opinion on clowns and how fucking creepy they are. Well, they're still creepy, but.
Yeah, we basically have no positive depictions of clowns in our society anymore. No one's going to a circus. Bozo's not on TV anymore. It's all It and Joker and stuff. So they're really intentionally demonized in our media now.
Rodeo clowns. Have you ever been to a rodeo?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well, you're missing out, JoJo, because they're wonderful. You can get hit with snot like 15 rows back. It's amazing. But rodeo clowns are super useful, because they actually, if a rider falls, the clowns get the bull's attention and put themselves at risk to let the guy get out. And sometimes even like if the guy's really injured, or the girl, sometimes they'll like help them off, kind of thing. And so the clowns put themselves at risk, and those guys have all of my respect, because every now and then they do get hit and they get gored pretty badly, and it's a bad thing, but they are literally saving people's lives, and it's fantastic.
The one positive depiction of a clown I can think of that I like is the TV show Baskets that was on FX. Zach Galifianakis played a rodeo clown who had training as like a French mime and then had to like slum it as a rodeo clown. It was great. It was an incredible show. But that's yes, so I'm familiar with the rodeo clowns art or work.
I don't know that they would consider it artwork, but I have never actually spoken to a rodeo clown to know. So if you know a rodeo clown, tell them to comment on this video and tell me whether or not they view what they do as art, because I want to know.
Probably not. Maybe I'm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's been like pretty like open that like rodeo clowns are kind of like the roadies of like rock bands almost, like they're there, they get shit pay to do what they do, no one actually respects them for what they do, they're always in the shadow of the rider and everything else that's going on and all that other stuff. And especially with that's
never the vibe I've gotten the vibe that they're respected and appreciated, because if they're putting themselves in harm's way to protect the riders, and so the riders appreciate them being there and are kind to them. But maybe I am just like drinking some rider propaganda over here. That's what it sounds like.
I mean, because I'm from Texas. I've been to a lot of fucking rodeos. So
yeah, that makes Kelsey. Where are you encountering rodeos?
Yeah, I'm kind of Where did you see a rodeo?
Bitch, Northern Idaho. Excuse
okay.
me.
Okay.
Also, I took one.
I don't know why we had to get fucking aggressive. Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
Lord. We asked her a question and she just motherfucker. Like, Jesus Christ.
I felt like you were de-hicking my home, and then you just can't do that. Like, that's.
I really have no conception of Idaho. Really,
I've literally been there one time.
We had was me telling you all of
but it's exclusively based on just things you've told me, and that
That's
sounded
true.
sounded less redneck and more like wilderness.
That's true.
No, a different kind of outdoorsy.
Every now and then we borrow things like the rodeo from Texas. I apologize for my aggressiveness, sort of.
I'm not opposed to going to a rodeo. I think if COVID hadn't happened, I'd probably like be working my way from monster truck show to rodeo at some point. The next thing was supposed to be Destruction Derby. That was what I really wanted to see. But then this all happened.
A rodeo came to my hometown last year before, like in January, like before COVID actually was a thing. And I made Scott go with me because I found out about it. And I went to him and I'm like, you are a city boy, and I understand this is not your thing. You married me. This is my thing, and I'm going to go. And I'd love for you to come with me, but I understand if you don't want to. And he's like, we have to deal with you being this every now and then, don't we? And I'm like, yes, we do. And he's like, I will go. And he had a good time.
There you go.
I think that is absolutely a thing I can enjoy at least once. Get into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things.
Bulls have bigger fan bases than the riders do, to be totally honest.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's just an experience. That's just all it is. You go there for the experience of being there, and it's fun. Sure. I mean, sometimes they have like live music and shit and everything else. But I mean, if you're not like a big like fan of like country and rodeo, like it's not something that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, fucking let's once a month, let's go. Like it's not gonna be a thing. It's gonna be like everybody's going, fuck it, I'll tag along, like get a couple beers, something good to eat, and fucking watch somebody get hit by a bull.
I like how you're warning JoJo as though there was any chance JoJo was just going to be like, rodeo is my new identity.
If there's any chance
just being honest.
Into rodeo and country, that was the vibe I was putting off.
Oh, God.
But
God.
I feel... In my older advanced age, I've dropped my pretension level a lot, I think. And so I enjoy, as a kid, I was like, I'm smart. I'm like Frasier. I'm going to read books and drink nice wine or something. And now I'm like, nah, let's just go see something dumb. I don't care. It's way more fun.
When we can, we should go to the rodeo together.
Sure,
I'll have a great time. We'll drink beer. It'll be lovely.
3 weeks plus 2 weeks from now when I, I'm fully protected or whatever from the vaccine.
Rodeo it up? All right. Yeah. I'll keep my eyes out.
Yeah, I remember riding through Idaho to get to Mike's wedding. And I got out and I was like, We stopped at like a gas station. I was like,
yeah.
This is where Kelsey's from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got
in the car and drive away. Yeah.
That was in the middle of the night. And
I think I just said like Idaho sucks ass or something like that.
Well, where the picture that I got was completely black except for I think like a 7-Eleven or something like that. And it was like, you live here? And I'm like, no, I had a house.
It was
like you did.
It was more the fact that I looked around and I was like, there's fucking nothing here. Sweet. And I just clicked and I was like, you lived here? And then she's like, no, I had a house. I was like, I don't fucking sucks. And I just kept driving.
You're so wrong. You're so painfully wrong. I will not put up with your nonsense.
I did enjoy, I will say this, if I had to move out west, I really enjoyed Wyoming. That was a beautiful fucking state. That was really nice.
Do you like people? Just a genuine question.
See, that's the thing. Like, that's what's so weird about my upbringing is like, so I was born in the city. And then I lived out in the country, and then I moved to the city, And then I moved to Alabama and lived out in the country again. And then, so I've been back and forth, back and forth. So I'm one of those people where it's like, whenever I look at like my forever house, like it's like I want to be close to stuff. I don't want to be far the fuck away. But at the same time, whenever I look at stuff like Wyoming and just like how nice and quaint it all is, it's like, fuck, dude, I could literally like. My grandpa had this expression, and I loved it. And it was one of those where it's like every time we were in the city, he'd be like, this is nice, it's convenient, da da da. But every time we got in the country, he'd just go, get out of the car, he'd go, you can really breathe out here. I used to love, so I growing up, I would say that shit all the time. We go to Alabama, and I'd get out the car, like, you can really breathe out here. My grandpa just look at me and smile, like, yep, you sure can. Like, so, it's, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
All right.
And go either way.
2 things. There's not a lot of people in Wyoming, so you're going to have to pick where you want to be very carefully. And I'm going to try to say this carefully. Based on stereotypes, which may or may not be accurate on an individualized level, half of you is really not welcome in Wyoming.
That's okay. I'm all right with that.
Okay.
I had a great time.
The women half?
It was a lot of fun. Exactly.
No.
Hey, I gotcha. You know.
There you go.
Half the couple.
But hey, that was a really good accidental joke. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. That wasn't even on purpose. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
Woman half. Actually, as far as historically historical measures are concerned, the West is far more egalitarian as far as gender than the East or Midwest has ever been, and especially more than the South has been. No offense to the South.
A little offensive
sometimes.
I mean,
whoa.
Get together, the South.
Let's calm the fuck down, all right? I'm talking about my homeland, all right? Let's chill out.
Sorry.
But no, something else I was super excited for. Going back to the movies thing, Mortal Kombat comes out tomorrow, I believe.
Absolutely.
I have been meaning to ask you guys about this. Is this a good idea? Is this a shit idea? When you see the trailers, are you, as people who played Mortal Kombat at some point, like, yes, or are you guys disappointed? I'm pretty sure there are some hot chicks in Mortal Kombat, and I haven't seen them in the trailers. Are they in this movie? Like, educate me about your real feelings about this.
The part in the trailer where Sub-Zero stabs Scorpion and then takes his blood and turns it cold into an ice dagger and then stabs Scorpion again with his own frozen blood. So yeah, I like it.
And then obviously, I mean, the fucking classic, get over here. I can't wait to see that on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, I see the trailer, but I want to see like the fucking fight and then him shoot that chain out. Oh my God.
It's clear that sometime in the production, there were issues from like producers or someone like higher up that were maybe telling them to do some bad stuff. So there's like the main character of this movie is not a character from the video games. Is a guy they made up entirely.
Okay.
And the best character from the games, who would be kind of similar to this new guy they made, isn't in the movie at all, which sucks. That's Johnny Cage.
Yeah, Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage is the best Mortal Kombat character because he's an action star. He's like a movie star within the universe. But then who also just has like genuinely can fight and has like magic punch, and he punches dudes in the nuts. Is his big thing. That's his signature move.
Kind of like a Jackie Chan without the whole nut punching part, but
at some point later in production, it seemed like there was a shift and some other guy took over, and clearly people who have some attachment to the games are involved in it, because you get that thing where Sub-Zero stabs a guy with his own blood. Like clearly someone knows what they're doing.
Yeah, which is fucking sweet. So, I mean, I'm excited for it, mainly more to the fact that like the old Mortal Kombat movies were good for their time. They were never perfect. And so this is our first chance of getting like a full CGI version of Mortal Kombat. Now, as far as like story goes, Mortal Kombat doesn't really have a story. Like, it's just a fighting game. It's literally all it is, really.
Which is why I'm wondering how they could make a movie out of it.
They have actually really elaborate story modes in those modern games.
Yeah, but they suck.
With like legitimately a full movie's worth of like cutscenes. At some point,
I was just never big enough on the story. I just
oh man, they're so good. They're so well done. They're so well acted. But like the plot itself is pretty basic still. But like the characters are great. They're just fun characters and things throw them into a situation.
But the story sucks.
Yeah, and so basically the story for the movie is just there's this tournament that the evil guy from this other dimension essentially is like, there's this tournament that happens all the time, like every century or something. I don't remember.
Yep.
And, it's between the two realms. And so you got to get the people from Earth and the people from Outworld and make them fight in this tournament. And that's sort of the entire plot.
Dude. That's it.
So it's just an excuse to throw a bunch of cool dudes together and make them punch each other to death. And
basically everybody that's going to watch this movie is going to see, or is only wanting to go see this movie to see Sub-Zero and fucking Scorpion duke it out. That's pretty much literally it. Those are the top two badasses of Mortal Kombat. So Sub-Zero with his freezing abilities, and Scorpion with the fact that he's basically dead, and fucking this goddamn chain. Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. As soon as I saw the first trailer, I kept saying that like for a week, dude. I'd just be walking around the house and like I'd see like Lily or something. I'd be like, "Get over here!" And she would just be like,
Starring your daughter.
I'm excited for that. I love those games.
They're so much fun. They're so good. Yeah. And I really liked how the people who did the Mortal Kombat started getting more into like the DC fighting games too, like Injustice and all that. Because I loved Injustice. Injustice was fucking phenomenal. That was such a good game. I'd be whipping ass with my boy Green Arrow. Oh my god!
I love the game unless you play as Shazam.
Yeah. Did we officially get confirmation that we're finally getting Black Adam? Is that actually happening? That's happening.
Movie,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. But our boy
they're casting parts for it other than Black Adam now, so it's really happening. I think Dr. Fate is in it, and like
boy Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Some other people. Yeah.
I like him. He's the world's most likable human being.
He's gonna be Black Adam. Oh yeah.
Shazam's I don't know who that is.
Shazam's counterpart.
I don't know who that is, but yay.
I thought you saw the Shazam movie.
But yay.
Did you not watch Shazam movie?
I slept through Shazam. Scott and I got it. I laid down. Didn't watch a damn thing.
Okay. I was under the impression you watched the movie. Okay.
Disappointing.
Sorry, guys. I was tired, and it was late, and I had wine.
This wizard-ish type character who's like always protected the world, and then he needs to find a successor, and this little boy who has courage, all this other bullshit. Basically, he gives him the power of Shazam, and the little boy can say Shazam, and then transform into a gigantic muscle-bound hero, but still has like the mindset of a kid. Like he's still a kid inside and stuff like that. Yeah,
that seems problematic.
No, it's cool. Fun. It's because it's like this kid suddenly has superpowers, and it's just like a bunch of scenes of him enjoying the fact that he suddenly has superpowers, and like
doesn't he like rob something?
No,
or save something and then rob something.
No, he's actually in a convenience store where there's a robber. Yeah,
food.
Yeah,
as a gift, essentially. I think. I don't think
a whole bunch of snacks. No, he doesn't steal anything.
Yeah.
No. Unlike see. Every time I fucking look at that goddamn scene, oh my god, it makes me think, and I don't know why, but I saw it because I've watched Shazam multiple times now. It makes me think of the Venom scene where he's in that fucking convenience store, and that dude's robbing, and then like he turns into Venom and like threatens the guy. That scene was so bad, so fucking terrible with the whole like, I'm gonna eat you piece by piece, and you'll just be a turd rolling down the road in the wind. And I was just like, fucking why? Like this scene is terrible. It was cringeworthy. I was like, this scene is fucking terrible. I thought Venom was a great movie, but we have a whole DFU or not DFU, but review show on that movie. So it was great. It's good times. We argued a lot. I was probably like one of our most like vocal arguments on a review show ever, because it was like four.
Was that you and Cody?
No, it was me and Brandon
Cody
versus you and Bree.
Ah, yes.
And it was just. Although then,
did you not enjoy Venom?
No,
I remember enjoying Venom.
It was more about the fact of we got into the conversation of rated R movies and other things like that. So we went on a whole tangent, and me and Kelsey sat on two completely different sides of.
Yes, we did.
Her being compassionate and me not. It was clearly the thoughts of someone who works in retail and has to deal with stupid people on a daily basis at that point. And I was just like, no, fucking read. I don't know what to tell you. So, but yeah, it was fun. It was good times. But yeah, so I'm super excited for those movies. So this is actually the main thing.
Sorry, Kelsey, to just mention one. There is one hot lady in the game in the original game. There's one lady, and she is in the movie.
Oh, she is
Sonya. She's one of the main characters in that. It's basically there's like 80 Mortal Kombat characters at this point, but this movie is just like the original 6 or so plus some.
I thought there was like 10
randos.
Originals.
Huh?
I thought there was 10 of the originals. I don't know.
There's 7 in the original, so it's Liu Kang, it's Raiden, it's Sonya,
dude, Raiden,
Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Kano, Johnny Cage.
Okay.
And then Goro and Shang Tsung, but they're bosses, so you can't.
They're bosses, yeah. You can't actually. They're not playable.
So all those characters except Johnny Cage are in the new movie.
Oh, we're gonna get fucking forearm Goro.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah, you're getting Goro.
He's so huge. He's so big. He's got 4 arms.
And then there's like 4 or 5 other random characters that they threw in to like have someone to kill. I think, like Cabal isn't it, and like I'm pretty sure he just gets wrecked.
I just want to see fucking Scorpion chain somebody, do his get over here, pull him, and then fucking rip that mask off and just spit that hellfire on their face. Oh my god!
You may not get that because I don't know if Scorpion is a demon yet.
No, you stop your shit now, JoJo. I want a Scorpion.
They gotta save something for a sequel. That's the maybe cool thing here is we live in like the Marvel Cinematic Universe age.
No, we do not need a Marvel Cinematic Universe of Mortal Kombat. It needs to be a one and done. They're going to fucking ruin it.
They got characters. They haven't even introduced Katana.
Oh my god, no.
Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn's not in this movie. Like
that's gonna be the most boring series. Next guy.
Come on.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. Get to come see this huge fight that happens once every century. Mortal Kombat 2, the second century is here. Watch the tournament all over again. Mortal Kombat 3, we're back for a third time.
Dude, you basically just described so many animes. It's irrelevant. Like
that's what the plot. The plot of the first 3 games is just the tournament happens, and then Shao Kahn's mad, so it happens again. I think.
But see, that's the problem and the difference between anime and movies. Anime is not as huge in the budget area as these fucking CGI full fucking fight action movies are going to be. So the first one's going to come out. It's going to be fucking amazing. Then they're going to try to capture that again, and it's going to fucking bomb because it's going to be fucking boring because it's going to be the exact same fucking premise as the first one, just possibly some new characters. So then they're not going to make as much money, which will then be like, okay, cool, let's try to do something different in the third and take in our own direction, which will most likely be bad because every time people do that, it most likely is bad. And then that one's going to be fucking terrible. And then we're going to be in the same spot we were, I don't know, fucking 10 years ago, where it was like, we had Mortal Kombat movies. They were okay. Just do it once and be done.
The
just
later Mortal Kombat games have plots that are not just here's a tournament. Like, they have stuff to pull from. If they want to get to Shinnok or something, like, they can do some stuff.
We'll see. I think they should just want to done this. Show all other fucking 70 characters in the background in the stands going like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, just want to done it.
So I'm hung up on the Johnny Cage thing, and so I read an interview where the guy's like, yeah, we couldn't do Johnny Cage here because this other guy, but he exists in this universe, so stay tuned or something. They're hyping him up for a sequel.
Oh, there's going to be a sequel. They're already planning it.
That's all I care about, man.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Tune in next week to see Johnny Cage.
So, do you think there's any possibility whatsoever that people are either going to buy Mortal Kombat games or play more Mortal Kombat games as a result of this movie?
Probably not. I feel that Mortal Kombat, if so, it's going to be so small, it's not going to be a big difference. I feel that at this point in time, I think that and this is actually a really interesting topic that I was talking about with the guys. I think that in this day and age with gaming, I feel that we've moved from like the next AAA title is what everybody's getting to a lot more people are set in their, not necessarily I guess you could say genre, but the style of a game. So platform gamers are always going to be platform gamers. That's their preferred fighting style. They're always going to buy whatever next platform game is going to come out. We see a lot more of that in these shifts, especially now when you have people like myself where you try to make a brand off of what you like to do as far as streaming and shit like that goes, and you have your specific games you like to play. Like I'm normally always playing RPGs. Like that. We've all seen like this huge shift with now Twitch and everything else coming out, and it's a lot easier to make a brand off of that and move that way and just play what you want to play and do what you want to do versus I got to jump to the next AAA. I got to jump to the next AAA. And now, and this is leading back to an interesting conversation that me and JoJo had on our podcast where we talked about a lot more of these AAA titles are giving us unfinished games on purpose and then being like, sorry, and then we'll make it up to you down the road at some point. A lot of people are catching on to that and are getting fucking livid to the point where we're seeing a lot more of either one, older games being bought, or two, non-AAA titles being bought. And it's a trend that's kind of just going back and forth. I mean, obviously AAA titles will never die because you always will have your fucking Call of Duty loyalty fans and everything else. But whenever you keep having these games, for instance, Outriders, fucking terrible. When you have this game like Outriders that comes out that's amazing and everybody loves playing it and super fucking fun, but their servers can't work for the first almost 2 weeks the fucking game is out. That's issues.
That's death.
That's a mess, yeah.
It's a bad decision.
And now the Halo games are like that. First 2 days that they're out, the servers are always shit. PUBG was like that when it dropped. Fortnite was like that when it dropped. Call of Duty has been having server issues the last couple ones that's popped out where you basically can't play it the night of and the night afterwards. A lot of people are getting tired of getting burned by this. You pay, and that's the worst part. As we move to these new consoles, the prices in games are going up. It's no longer $59.99 to buy a game. Now it's $69.99 to buy a game. And it's just going to keep getting higher and higher. So that's a lot of money and a lot of dedication to sink into something just based off of a movie. Now, I will say this. If Mortal Kombat was to say something more of like a Final Fantasy or a Zelda or something where it had this fucking crazy goddamn story to where, let's be real, Mortal Kombat might have a story, but your actual playing aspect in it is you just being in a fight against somebody else.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That's it. So it's like this crazy cinematic. Johnny Cage is walking downtown. Hold on. Sub-Zero's robbing a store. Now you got a fighting platform fight.
You're never robbing.
Fight's over. Let's go into another CGA cutscene where Johnny Cage is now going to the movie theater. Oh my God, who's that working behind the ticket stand? It's Scorpion, and he's not gonna let Johnny Cage in. Like, oh, another fight. Like, it's not an actual story. Like, sorry, JoJo. It might be written to be a story, but it's not a campaign game. It's not a campaign game.
JoJo over here defending the characters. Like, he would never do that.
The last Mortal Kombat game came out like 2 years ago, and there's not like another one coming out, so it's a pretty low investment at this point. If someone sees this movie and is like, oh, hey, yeah, I used to like Mortal Kombat. Maybe I'll get that game, which is like $20 now. Because
I just don't see it attracting new viewers or new gamers, which I think
it's more of a like maybe older people, like people who were into it and then lost. Yeah. But Mortal Kombat is already like, I want to say the second best-selling fighting game series, or maybe best-selling. Like it does well for itself.
I don't know anymore. I mean, when's the last...
like currently it does very well.
Okay.
Like we're talking. Like,
I haven't looked
the
at
month
the
it comes
newest
out,
numbers.
It's the top-selling game. Like 8 million copies or something.
Okay, that's fair.
Total.
Yeah, because I haven't looked at the
really
newest ones. I know as far as platformers, I know obviously Street Fighter's
Super Smash
always
Bros.
up there.
Wins the first.
Well, Smash Brothers is okay. So take Smash Brothers out of the equation because that's its own thing. I think.
Yeah, Kelsey, what's number 2? Let's rub JoJo's face on the carpet right quick. I'm hoping that like Mortal Kombat's like number 5 or 6 or some shit.
The Mortal Kombat is 4 after 2 versions of Super Smash Bros. And the Street Fighter 2.
So Street Fighter 2, I'm gonna guess Super Smash Bros. Melee.
We're talking all-time sales. Okay, that's even.
If we talk franchises, then it's Super Smash Bros., Dragon Ball, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball and Mortal Kombat are very close.
Yeah, I just meant like current, like the last games that came out. Mortal Kombat 11 sold quite well compared to, Tekken and Street Fighter and whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's on this list. It's above both of those. So.
Yes. Those games are popular partially because they have those story modes that are like easy for a person who doesn't like get fighting games to still enjoy the game, Like, you get to dick around with something cool and watch some people's heads explode.
Yeah.
Wasn't Mortal Kombat also one of the first fighting games?
Yeah, it was early.
Would it be before? Was Mortal Kombat
Street Fighter came
before
first?
Street Fighter? I was about to say. I feel like Street Fighter was the oldest.
Street Fighter 2 is the thing that made fighting games a thing.
Okay.
And Mortal Kombat comes a little later.
So I think it's Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, is kind then of the Tekken?
Only... Yeah, Tekken is like PlayStation, I think.
Yeah, Tekken was later, for sure.
So that's later. Mortal Kombat's like the only American one that like matters at all.
Okay.
It's all Japanese stuff except Mortal Kombat, and then Killer Instinct happened, but that was less of a...
That game was terrible.
Not as big a deal by any means.
Care for Killer Instinct at all.
So I have a very important question for JoJo. Years ago, you and I were at a downtown bar that was a barcade, and it was full of all wonderful arcade games. And I know you played some. Oh God! Oh, the word just left me. Long story short, did you play Mortal Kombat when we were there? That's the question.
On that specific night, I don't know.
On that specific night,
I can't say for sure why.
I was just curious. It's the only time I've ever been to a barcade with you, I think.
If I see a machine, I will. I'm down to play it for sure.
Barcades,
me and our friend Elmo
awesome.
will play that sometimes if it's there. Yeah.
I love barcades. They're so good.
They're so much fun.
There's one in Milwaukee that I love. Oh, it's like I think 3 stories, and it's so fucking cool. Shit. They have so much shit in there. Oh my God.
My husband and I we had a date night on like a Tuesday night one time where we went to the barcade here, and it was completely empty. There was the bartender and us, but we just ran around and played absolutely everything. It was the exact opposite of like a Friday or Saturday night where you literally can't get on any of the games, you can't move, like you're just standing there with your drink. Like, isn't this so pleasant to be at a bar? Which at the time was not, but of course after a year of like COVID isolation, that would be great. I would I would be terrified, but yeah. So it'd be nice to go back in general.
Right. Yeah. There's this arcade, and it's definitely one that next time you're this way, I'm definitely going to fucking take you and Scott to go. It's right down the street from my house. It's super cool. So you pay like $15 and they give you a wristband, and like I would go in the morning to get your wristband because you could come and go as much as you want to. You don't have to pay to get back in. And it's like huge. I mean, there's multiple rooms and shit, and something that you would love, JoJo. They have the original joystick X-Men game in there, and it's like their entire X-Men room. So it's all set up, and they have like podiums to each one of the joysticks, and it has the actual X-Men characters color of that joystick and everything. So I'm talking about, Cyclops, Wolverine, all that. Like, it is insane.
Is it like the 6-player cabinet thing where you can get that many people in?
Kind of like the old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games where you're walking down the road.
Yeah, that game's cool too.
Oh, you gotta fight shit. They got that one too. They got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one there too. I was like, oh my God. So, yeah, it's super cool. We went there because I didn't know it was even there. And somebody I was talking to was like, yeah, I went to this arcade and it's over there off this road. And I was like, that's like right next to where the fuck is this arcade? Never would have found it in a million years. Never would have found it. I drive down that road almost every fucking day. The front of it is a dentist office. You go around the back. They have like no signs for this place. You go around the back and the whole building extends, and it's just this gigantic fucking arcade. Like all the windows are tinted and everything else. You can't see in. You walk in and it's like they even sell like old school comics and shit. Like it is literally like an old school. The only thing that sucks about it, it's the only thing that sucks, which is why I said you would go get your wristband in the morning so you have all day, is that it doesn't do drinks. That's the only thing that sucks about it. So it's one of those things where it's like you go get your wristband, you play some games, then you leave, go get drunk, then come back and play some fucking arcade games. And that's how you do it.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, no, they have this barcade.
Dead funny office trip. I got a plan, guys.
Hey, JoJo's not that far from me either. Why not?
Right, yeah.
Let's get it. I'm down.
On the way.
We'll do a behind the scenes, have a fucking iPhone camera shot of us playing fucking X-Men, dude. Let's get it.
We don't need video evidence of you guys kicking my ass at fighting games.
We would be on the same team.
Oh.
You're all together. You walk down the road and it's like, oh, look, enemies jumped out. We got to kick their ass. Let's go. And we all fight as a team.
Yeah. Whoa. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's fun. They actually had this one fucking, I don't know the game, but like they actually had like, it was like an assault rifle gun. And like whenever you shot it, like it kicked back. So you're sitting there playing. It's like, and I was like, oh man, dude, this game's fucking great. Like, yeah, like the little button on it that you could push and your gun shot a missile out and stuff. It was like an old school, like pixelated, like you're in a fucking military base trying to break out type deal or something like that. But it was fun. So they had a lot of good ones.
Time Crisis?
No, I know Time Crisis. I don't know what the name of this one was. I saw it and I was like, the only thing that drew my attention was the gun. Other than that, I was like, I have no idea what this game is. They had old school fucking, I love this one, Paperboy. Did you ever play Paperboy?
Sure. Okay.
They have Paperboy, but the fucking joystick is a bicycle handle.
Oh,
so you're
cool.
actually riding the fucking bicycle and throwing your fucking papers. Like, it was so cool. I was like, dude, Paperboy, played the shit out of that. It's so good.
You sound so wholesome right now.
I love old school games, man. I love it. That's why I love going to barcades. I've went with a couple friends out in Milwaukee, and they love getting me out there. They're like, you see Chris like turn into a child as soon as he walks through the door. It's like seeing this little 10-year-old going like, I'll have an old fashioned, please. And then they'll give me the old fashioned. I'm gone. Like, I'm just gone. I'm playing Bubble Bobble. I'm playing Dig Dug. I'm playing everything I can get my hands on. Like, let's go.
Yeah, anytime there's a Miss Pac-Man machine, hopefully, in a place, me and our friend Elmo play at least once, because it's just a going thing. Just gotta play one time. Get some Miss Pac-Man in.
Yeah, we went to a really cool one that was out in... It wasn't whenever I came out there for your wedding. It was when I went out there for Mike's wedding. We went to one in Portland. And I can't think of the name of it because we started off our morning with going to Voodoo Donuts or whatever that is that's out there in Portland that's really big.
Yeah.
Yep. We went there to try that out because, it's a novelty thing, whatever. And then drove around the city for a little bit, which I didn't care for. And then we went to an escape room. And then when we got out of that, it was like, let's go get, dinner. And then we went to the barcade and like they had the old school, just like the fucking X-Men one, the old school Simpsons one. Where fucking everybody is a different, Simpsons character. And I was like, oh shit, dude, let's go. So cool. They had the four people Pac-Man table as well, where everybody has their own different TV and you're all playing against each other to see who can keep going the longest. That was pretty cool too. So instead of doing the 1-player, 2-player, it was like everybody had their own section and it was all connected so you could see everybody else's screen and it's like who goes the longest for their dead and out of the game. I was like, that's sweet, dude. They had a lot of cool stuff. So I like barcades. They're fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Very fun. I do turn into a kid when I go in there, though. It's just, it's crazy. My eyes just get real big. I'm like, oh, look at all this shit that I played whenever I was a kid. This is great. That's what my parents are big on, was like showing me like the classics. I want to do the same thing with Lily as she gets older, is like the classics. Like, you're going to play some old shit, and then whenever you get old enough and you're buying whatever games you want to, then that's fine. That's whatever. I did the same thing as a kid, but yeah, you're playing the old shit. Like, I'm going to start you out on the classics. Like, you're going to be a video gamer, you're going to play what we had to get through to get to where we're at now. At least some of it. I want like an original Mario playthrough, one of the original Final Fantasies. I want her to play Pac-Man. I want her to play all the old shit. Absolutely. So, but we'll see. My luck,
that'll
she
give
grew
her
up in
street
fucking
cred
hate
when
games.
she's in college, but
No. Yeah.
I mean, they keep re-releasing those games, so kids.
They do.
I don't know if kids play them or not, but like, if you got a Switch Online subscription, you've got access to all the old Mario games.
All that old shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes I just kind of wish that instead of like doing the remakes, they would just bring the game back out for a newer console versus doing the remakes. Like, sometimes the remakes just, like when we got like a full-bodied Pac-Man game, like that was just weird to me.
sorry, I'm Googling this. What?
Yeah, where he actually had legs and arms and he'd be running with his little red boots.
Oh yeah, I mean Pac-Man, like it's like a Mario, like a 3D Mario game.
Okay, that
Pac-Man
looks much
World.
less horrifying than what I was picturing. I can survive this.
But no,
I
I
was
mean,
picturing like
yeah.
I was basically picturing the giants that you've been showing me for Zelda.
Oh.
One of those with the Pac-Man. I was like, please God, no.
I was so happy the other day, JoJo. I was getting her pictures, and I found a picture of the giant from Majora's Mask, and the head was gone, and it was Danny DeVito's face. I was like, "This is great, dude! This is great!" Fucking, I just had like visions of him, but like in his character as Frank Reynolds from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, being like walking up to me like, Charlie, help me!" I was just watching an episode where like Charlie basically does an impression of Elmer. He's like, where's Frank? He's like, I don't know. He woke up in the middle of the night, was like, Charlie, I gotta go down to the playground. Don't follow me, and then just left. So I have no idea where the fuck he went. And I was just like, it was just so great because that's just like I love Frank Reynolds' character.
Really great.
He does so good. I love Danny DeVito. He cracks me the fuck up. I still love. Probably the water park episode is my favorite. I love that one where they see the kid going around getting to the front of the lines because he's got, I think it was a cancer. I don't know, something like that. But they're like, yeah, he gets to go to the front of the lines. And he's like, we need to do this. And so they're walking around and he's like, got AIDS. I got AIDS. I get to go to the front of the line. I got AIDS. It's
right.
Like, yeah. It's like, at first you're like, all right, that's kind of a dick thing to do. And it's like, where's the payoff for this? At the very end of the episode, they see that huge slide after the name of their favorite movie, The Thunder Gun, and it's not open yet. So they have no water running down it. And he just goes sliding down. Where they take the water bottle and they just pour a little bit of water. He's like, all right, buddy, it's good to go. And he goes and it rips his back the fuck up. So he hits the pool and all these people are looking around and Frank just pops up and he's like, ah! And like, there's just blood everywhere. And everybody's like, there's AIDS blood in the pool. And they're like, oh shit.
Dan DeVito's ability to go.
Exactly. It's so good. He cracks me the fuck up. Oh, I love Danny DeVito. He made, like, whenever he first appeared on that show, so it's actually funny. It's a very crisp way for me to get into something. I never wanted to watch the show. I never had any care for it whatsoever, which is crazy because the show is straight up my fucking alley when it comes to comedy. So I never wanted to watch it. Always been a big fan of Rooster Teeth, and at some point, whenever I started listening to the Achievement Hunter podcast, Michael and Jeff were always talking about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but that wasn't enough. What made it enough for me was that they were so big into Always Sunny in Philadelphia that the guys from Always Sunny in Philadelphia called them. Oh, wow. Because the three main people who were on the show are also the same people who write, direct it, actually called them to get them to guest star on an episode. Well, they were out in Germany whenever the call came in. So Bernie, my favorite person from Rooster Teeth, who does not watch the show at all, answered the phone and knew how much they liked it, so didn't tell them about it and went and guest starred on the show because they were out in Germany, so there was no way they were going to make it anyway. And then did not tell them about it. So then they're just sitting there watching the show. They had no idea this call came in or anything, and all of a sudden they just see Bernie on an episode where he's just sitting there drinking a beer at the bar, and they're like, what the fuck? And I was like, no way, I've got to check this out. And I went and watched that episode just to see Bernie. And I was like, this show's fucking hilarious. And I went back and watched the entire thing and now I'm fucking addicted. I love it.
That is the most Chris way to get into it.
Right? 100%. Oh, man.
Also, like, Chief Sub-Zero asshole clever amazing boss move on Bernie. Like
I know, right?
Well, just to keep it completely
to keep it under wraps
until they
I
stop.
know. I was like, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have spilled the beans like the next day. I would have been like, all right, guys, dude, you're gonna be so fucking mad at me. I was on an episode of Always Sunny, dude. Oh my god, and like to keep, because who knows from when that fucking episode was taped versus when it aired, you know? Yeah. Like. That's some dedication. That's some fucking dedication. I gave props on that one. I couldn't have done it.
I love that so much.
Couldn't have done it.
Oh, genius.
They were so pissed
Everything
off.
about that is boss.
Yep. They were so fucking mad, too. They're all like, you motherfucker. It's like, you were in Germany. You weren't going to make it. Because they went to Germany and they played this game that I want to play. It's a table game, and it's 2-player. And it's called the Pain game. And it literally is like Pain. So, like, you have one hand.
Oh, I've seen the videos of them doing this, yeah.
And I want to do that where it's got like the heater that kicks on. It starts to burn your hand. It's got this little whip that comes out and whips the shit out of your hand. It can actually like cause lacerations on the back of your hand and shit. Like you actually have to sign a waiver to actually sit on and play this fucking game. And then the other one is I think it shocks you as well because your hand's on like this metal plate. I have no desire.
No, Germany is a place.
You go have fun. I don't need to. Pain exists. I feel it. I'm a human being. I'm good.
Enlist James for that one, maybe.
Yeah.
I think he would do it. I think James would do
it. I think so, too.
I think so.
Yeah. Definitely tell James before he signs the waiver what the fuck he's in for.
Be
like, nah, James, you're just signing something that says that we can videotape in here. That's all you're doing.
It's just standard German board game. Signature thing. Don't worry about it.
He would believe you that it was a standard German board game too. That's my problem.
It's just a different culture, you know. Man. They're really litigious. You need to be safe.
Yeah.
Germans are really litigious. Everything about what you just said is just gold, and I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's fucking great.
God.
Oh man. So yeah, the last thing I kind of wanted to bring up, which is actually a little bit video game related here. So I think we're finally done. I think the deal's finally settled with Microsoft buying Bethesda. I think that's finally through.
It's done. Yeah.
Sony is obviously hurting from this partnership big time. And they're gunning to pick somebody up. And there are a lot of rumors that Square Enix is number one at the top of that list. Square Enix actually had to come out.
Shut that down, though.
They came out to shut it down, but the way that they said things didn't directly be like... Their exact words were, we have not received any offers from anybody, versus we're not selling. It was, we have not received any offers from anybody. They didn't come out and like, we're not selling. Yeah, that's a little bit different. And it makes sense to me, out of all the gaming companies that are reliable like Bethesda, to be coming out with good game after good game after good game as frequently as a company does, Square Enix would be very high on that list. You've got Nier, everybody fucking loves. Final Fantasy. You've got Final Fantasy Online now and the whole remake department going. And then on top of that, Kingdom Hearts. Like, they're releasing fucking bangers left and right. And then even the games that they publish and don't actually do shit with, like Outriders, which was fucking terrible release, the game is still fucking good to play. Kelsey, you would fucking hate that game so much. Oh my God.
What makes you say that?
Because the character is your typical, I got superpowers accidentally, so I'm just a dick to everybody, and they go over the top with it to the point where it's just like, yeah, I want to throw the fuck up. It is so bad.
I feel like he was a dick even before he got superpowers. Everyone in that game, everyone on that planet just sucks. As you get deeper into it, they continue to just suck. I don't know how far you are, but like, in case if you're wondering if anyone's ever good or likable, no. The one character I sort of liked, they kill him off.
Yeah.
Why do you play a game? Why do you A, make a game, and B, play a game with deeply unlikable characters?
The part where you shoot stuff is good.
Yeah, the combat in the game is super good. Super good.
Right.
Like,
that game is just good as a game. It's bad as any sort of narrative. Yeah. I am sort of compelled by the narrative a little bit just to see like what dumbass explanation there is for what's happening, because all of it, like,
it's also weird.
None of it is good, but there's like some mystery element to the end of this stuff.
There's a lot of mystery element to it.
And it's like, all right, well, some of this stuff has been deeply like unsatisfying. Mm-hmm. I just need to know what it is.
I think the best way to do this is that I'm going to give you like a quick 10-second shot of literally what the very beginning mission was. And I'm not going to give you any context because there literally is none currently at this time. You're in a forest. Earth is gone. You're moving to a new planet. You have 2 ships full of people. 1 ship has been destroyed. Your last ship is very sacred. You're on this planet. You go through a forest. There's this black stuff that just slowly starts to rise up out of the ground. You don't know what it is. It kills 1 guy. Then you move forward. An anomaly happens and a storm hits, and then it shocks you. And then now all of a sudden you have powers. That's it.
The fuck?
That was the first mission. All the way through.
And then also there was like some corporate guy who was in charge of the thing, and you're telling him like, hey man, don't let people
bring the ship down.
This planet fucking sucks. And he's like, no, I'm the corporate guy, and I'm evil for no discernible reason, and I'm gonna make it happen anyway. And then it just happens anyway. It's so bad. Everyone in that game's so they suck on a personal level. They're not nice or good, but also they make dumb decisions
all the time.
All of them.
Literally all the time. Every decision they make is stupid.
So I play video games to get out of this reality. So the idea of playing a game where I'm an asshole, everybody around me is an asshole on a personal level, and they're making dumb decisions, like, that's a little too real.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like the game also tried to go for the hardcore, like, survivors, or just a hardcore factor of, like, death. Like, you can have death in a game and it means something. Final Fantasy VII, great fucking example. You can have death in a game, even on a grand scale of like the fucking plate falling and killing all these people, and it not just be so like in your face about it. I'm pretty sure a main person dies almost every cutscene in that game. Almost every fucking cutscene. It's
an exaggeration, but also like, yeah, a bunch of people die.
It's pretty fucking close.
And sometimes they're playing it like in the scene like this matters, like you're watching it and they expect you to care. But no, all these people suck. And also this planet sucks. Their lives suck in a way where maybe they're better off. Like Jesus. I mean, it is literally like Earth is destroyed. These people had to go like in cryo for a bunch of years to then be frozen, find the other Earth-like planet. Then this Earth-like planet is such a mess. Your character gets frozen for like another 30 years after landing on the planet for reasons, whatever. But so you wake up from the cryo sleep 30 years later, and so all these other people had come down now, and you wake up into fucking Mad Max world somehow.
Yep.
Like it is psycho weirdos who want to take you out to the death plains, so you will get shocked by a storm because something because you woke up and they found you. Just because they're assholes. It's every
that was the only cool part of that game for me, was that guy that sentences you to the fucking death field, you find him later, and then he tries to turn you against the people you're with, going like, they're the true monsters, not us. He's all like, do you know what they did to us? That was the only cool thing the character said the entire game, was like, I might not know what they did to you, but I know what you did to me, and then fucking executes him. Other than that was it. Like, other than that, your dude's just a dick. Like, he's just an asshole. Or if you're playing a female, she's just an asshole. Like,
there's so many cutscenes of just your guy fucking
opening doors
style shooting a guy in the head.
The doors. Fuck! Oh, it's so annoying. No, it's not. It's not. JoJo?
Before, real fast, you started screaming about doors, so I could not hear. JoJo, were you saying there's so many cutscenes of your guy just execution style shooting someone in the head? Is that what you said?
Yes. Every time you do a bounty.
Quest to like hunt down a bad guy, and then you defeat him in the fight, but then he still is there on the screen. Like you have to go finish him off.
Yeah, and so you just go up and he's just
like... And also in some story cutscenes, like unrelated to those, he also just fucking pops people in the head. Like it just.
Okay, so what the fuck is with the doors?
They were bad. But...
So every game, you progress through a story, you go into new places.
Yes.
You can also reset your checkpoints to go back and farm stuff, because this is very much a farming game. Farming materials to build better armor, build better weapons, so on and so forth. Or upgrade shit, whatever you want to call it. Every time you go to a new section, you go to the cutscene of your person getting the mission told to them. Then you get out of the cutscene and you walk to the door. And then you go into a 2-second cutscene of your dude opening the door. And then black screen. And then loading screen, and then black screen, and then cutscene of you walking across to the next section, and then you get to play again. Every fucking time you go to somewhere new, it happens. Every time. It's a door, it's a gate, it's jumping over a hole. It's not just one thing, it's multiple things. Someone sat at that table and had a conscious decision of, you know what we should do? People are going to be very confused if we don't put 2-second cutscenes of how you open this door to get to the other side. And that's going to kill the game. That will just, not the fact that our servers are shit. That's the thing. It should just went to the loading screen.
Right.
Easy.
Because every
I'm at the door. X. Loading screen. Done.
Every discrete mission in the game just has its own area. Like there's like larger maps you're in, but in no meaningful sense are these like a real world. It's just a bunch of little combat encounters you will have, and there's no reason to like go back or nothing happens in this. So like when you get a side quest, it's just like go up to this door, and then you're in a different area that exists only for this side quest.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
so it has to show you opening that door so we can go to this side quest. It's the fucking
the part where you shoot people's
worst.
Fun. So
yes,
I you know.
The combat's great, but that's because basically the combat is Gears of War mixed with fucking Destiny. But the combat's great. I fucking love it. And Borderlands, apparently. But, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to play this game.
You shouldn't. No, you
do
wouldn't.
not sell this.
The only way I would ever recommend you to play this game is to go play it on the Xbox due to the fact that you can play it for free off of Xbox Game Pass. Other than that, I would not encourage anybody Anybody who's been watching me play this game, I've said it on streams multiple times. Do not buy it. The game is terrible. Wait 5 months till after it's out, and maybe they'll have their servers fixed. I don't fucking know. My biggest issue with that was the thing I didn't say earlier because Kelsey wasn't here for that, is the fact that they're very coy about it too. That's the part that pisses me off. It's like, we fucked up. So you go to their Twitter to figure out when's the shit gonna come out, and they're like, maybe we'll have to do the mother of all unplugs and plug it back in. LOL. I don't need you fucking making jokes about it. Fix your fucking shit and tell me it's ready to go. How have I been sitting here for 5 hours now and I can't play a game that I paid fucking $70 to have? What the fuck? Like,
well, you did not.
Huh?
You paid $0 for it, right?
No,
actually?
I bought it. No, I bought it.
Why did you buy it?
Because I didn't want it on the Xbox, JoJo. I couldn't play it on the PC. It wasn't PC Xbox Game Pass. It was only Xbox Game Pass.
Okay, you've got.
So I bought it on my PC because my Xbox is ass. Not my Xbox. Xbox is ass. So I bought it on the PC.
I have a Series X, so I'm cool. I get to play it, and it works, and there's no load screens really, and it's great. I mean, it's not great. It's good and it's bad. It's a complicated game.
They literally had to shut down. This is literally their steps to getting the servers back up. They were releasing on the fact that you can have Kelsey playing on PlayStation and JoJo playing on Xbox and Chris playing on PC, and they'll all three be able to get together and go through this journey together. They had to kill all cross-platform communication because their servers can't handle it. Day one, literally right out the gate, was like, we had to turn this off. I don't even think they turned it back on yet. Like,
when you load it up, there's a message like, hey guys, we got some issues if you try to do this thing, so maybe don't.
Yeah.
So can we still play together and just pull up Discord to chat or something instead?
No, like, well, we would have to all be on the same game console to play together. We can all play on PC, or we can all play on PlayStation, or we all play on Xbox, but we can't do all three together now. Which is terrible, first off. So that was the first thing. Then the second thing is, like, they shut down all their servers, and then they're like, well, we don't know what's wrong with the servers and why they're down, so we're going to have to do one of those things where we just let a little bit of you in at a time. So after me and James have been sitting here for 5 hours waiting to play this fucking game, we then got told that they were going to let specific countries in and that US was the last on their list. So then it was like another 3 to 4 hours before me and James got to play because we're in the US, and they're like, we don't know if our servers can handle the US. What? What?
Bad call.
It's just like, and I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who it was, but they were just like, wow, man, Square Enix must be rolling over in their grave right now. I was like, Square Enix doesn't give a fuck. They published the game. They didn't make the game. They don't give a shit. There's no skin off their back. Their name isn't really actually on the game besides, hey, we published it. I was like, there's not a person who's going to play Outriders and be like, wow, this was terrible. I'm never playing a Final Fantasy game again. It's never fucking happening. Like, Final Fantasy, you're going to be able to play it just fine every fucking time. Okay. I was like, that has nothing to do with anything. It's fucking what People Can Fly is the name of their company that made this game. Mm-hmm. That used to be part of Epic that made Gears of War. So, I don't know. But my main thing is that it's going to be interesting if Sony buys fucking Square Enix. That's what the main point
I don't think Sony needs to buy Square Enix because they already basically get exclusivity on the Final Fantasy games.
For a year.
Like,
for a
sure,
year.
But like, I think the sales already, like, no one actually ends up buying those games on Xbox because people who play those games
on
are already
Xbox,
so
I
entrenched
agree.
into the Sony stuff.
On Xbox, I agree. PC, I don't.
PC, maybe. But Sony's already putting their game, like, Horizon's on PC now. Like, they put their own exclusive games on PC. They don't seem to care.
Fair, but that was before the Bethesda deal. Now this Bethesda deal is done.
Yeah. So I think if Sony wanted something in that caliber, I think the way they would want to go is Capcom. Because Resident Evil,
thought Capcom as well, but I don't know.
Monster Hunter goes both ways now.
I don't feel Capcom releases on the same scale that Bethesda does. So I don't think it's going to be beneficial.
But neither does Square Enix at this point. Like, we love Final Fantasy games, but those things do not sell in the way that, like, Skyrim does or Fallout.
I don't know if I'd say that. I don't. In
the modern age, that's not operating on the same level of financial success anymore.
I feel if they were to they're going to. Endwalker alone, I feel, would sell for as much as a Fallout game would. Endwalker alone. And that's just a DC of online. Or DLC of online. I feel Endwalker would sell just as much as a Fallout game would, and that's just a DLC.
I can look up numbers.
I mean, you can. I 100% disagree with you on this. 100%.
Like those games, like
because it's not just Final Fantasy. Like I said, we also have. Yeah. I mean, obviously, Nier hasn't been around as long, but that's huge fucking in the Square Enix market. Kingdom Hearts. You know how many fucking Kingdom Hearts games there are? There's like 4 of them alone on the DS and all the other handheld systems.
Those games on the DS are like weird offshoots.
Not to mention, we have a new fucking Final Fantasy game on the phone like every other fucking month. So you have that as well, which are highly played. Like lots of fucking players play those. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think you're just underestimating the amount that people buy those Fallout games and the Skyrim, and they have Doom, and that's cool. Wolfenstein, like Bethesda has a few other things under there. I don't know. I think Square is more close to Capcom than you are.
I still disagree with you, but
because also those Resident Evil games sell very well, and Monster Hunter is the biggest series in Japan, just straight up.
It is, but there's not enough. They just released like what, the third one, if that.
What?
When the first
like
one only
Monster
mobile?
Hunter games. There's a
lot.
Yeah, but
most of them are mobile, right?
No. They're on like Wii and 3DS originally, mostly.
Well, that's what I meant by mobile. 3DS
and PlayStation. I think they're on PlayStation. I don't know. They do well.
Monster Hunter World, I feel like, is like the first big launch for console-wise as far as Monster Hunter is concerned.
World is the one that broke through in the American mainstream more so than the others did because they made it less tedious. Those games are like annoying.
I mean, if we're talking about overseas sales, you're telling me Japanese roleplay games aren't top of the list? Chrono Trigger?
Like, legitimately, Monster Hunter sells at a level above those.
Way.
Monster Hunter is
fucking
a phenomenon.
way, dude. I completely disagree with you. I'm about to look at these numbers. No fucking way.
I mean, Dragon Quest is too. So, like, to be fair, Square has that.
Enix? Yeah.
But, like, Monster Hunter is a huge fucking deal over there.
I'll have to look it up. We'll have to hash this out later. I'll have to look it up. But yeah,
sure.
I don't know. JRPGs.
But, I mean, Japanese people are less into at-home consoles than we are. Is a thing. Like those games are all on like Switch and shit and DS because.
Well, that's because they never spend time at home. They like
portable stuff.
Over there. Yeah, that's fair. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We're running out of time. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it. So, if you guys enjoy this content, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, turn on notifications that way you get notified next time we upload a video. Hit us in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts and views on some of the stuff we went over. I know we covered a bunch of different topics today. We had some good conversations. Yeah, good job, guys. Ooh. Go us. Great conversations. Woo.
Yeah, let's pat ourselves on the back a little harder there.
For sitting here and just talking. Yeah. Anyways, we have the Twitter and the Twitch links down below. Make sure you go check those out. You have people that are streaming. You have people who are live on their Twitch or on their Twitter and all that fun stuff. I know I'm kind of getting back there on mine and kind of took a little of a hiatus whenever all the stuff was happening with surgeries and stuff. But so make sure you hit those up too. But at the end of all this, hope you guys have a great rest of the week. We'll see you next time.